Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Avalanche. We're back again. I covered Avalanche, I think, about 1.5 weeks ago, so some time ago already, but quite a lot of you were interested in that, and I think the price action at this point of time is quite interesting as well, to say the least. So wanted to do a full update. We'll talk about the technicals mostly. At this point of time, look, I'm not an Avax maxi, right? So I'm not sure what's going on. Or at least not all of what's going on with Avalanche. But if you look at the fundamentals, I'd say it's relatively stable. I mean, the TVL has been around that $2 billion mark basically since July. There's also no other metrics. I mean, the DEX trading volumes are quite high. I guess that's positive. That's good to see. DEX trading volumes right now are sitting around a $300 million, $400 million dollar average. That's not bad. That's really not bad. App revenue is decent. It's a bit low, but it's decent, and there's some growth in there. Net inflows, yeah, we do have some net inflows, so that's good to see as well. There's growth, right? The fundamentals, if I would have to say the fundamentals of Avalanche are bullish or bearish, I would say bullish. But the technicals make me very interested. All right, Avalanche at certain points of time, and we saw that yesterday, but there's other times as well, it's showing real strength and outperforming price action compared to other coins. And then I think Avalanche, there's some other major coins that have done the same, but I think Avalanche is also holding up relatively well. All right, I mean, through all the bearish momentum that we had over the course of August, which at times there definitely was bearish momentum. Avax was always able to hold this level right here and hold the balance right here between $23 and $25.5. And at times during that consolidation, we actually had some major momentum coming in as well, right? I mean, if you compare this volume we had in this range to the volume we've had before, basically for the entirety of 2025, it's a lot. All right, and if you look at that, and then I personally also have a relatively bullish bias on Bitcoin and therefore the markets. So if you combine all of that, I mean, I just think it's very likely on the daily time frame that Avalanche is going to break out. Now, breaking out is difficult, all right? And why that is difficult is that we have a combination of the yearly rolling VWAP, which potentially is the strongest resistance level you can have. We have that at 26.5. And then we also have just a normal resistance level, which you can see right here, around $26. We need a lot of momentum to break out of that. And I'm not certain if on the short term we can gather that momentum. I think when we're talking about September, October, I think we are going to break out, right? So I think at some point of time, whatever happens, I think we can break out, and I think we can get a move into that next price target at $30 and $31. And who knows how high we can get. But that's the first, I mean, you can see on the higher time frames, that's a very respected level. It's a psychological level. We have a fair value gap there. So it makes sense to call that the real next price target. So this is what I expect, right? I do think this is most likely, and I think you should be ready for that. However, short term, I don't think we have the momentum to break out. So therefore, short term, I'd have to say that there seems to be enough momentum to get there. I don't think we're going to break out. I think we're going to revert back. I think we're going to consolidate for longer, and then eventually we'll break out. But, you know, it's difficult to call when the breakout is actually going to happen. If I would have to say, you know, is right now the time to break out, or do we need to get some, you know, is it after the FOMC meeting? We have the 17th of September, for example. I would say it's after at this point of time. But I'll keep you updated on this. I have my eyes on this. I have price alerts set. So if we actually, if I see something different and I think, oh, now the momentum is increasing a lot, I'll tell you as soon as I can, right? So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing, whatever, or just look at the channel every day. But no, I think that's what you need to know right now for Avalanche. So hopefully that helps. But at least thank you for watching. Have a great week, everybody, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.